Hiking with babies, piece of cake, just throw them in the carrier and go. Hiking with young toddlers, piece of cake, just throw them in the other carrier and go. Hiking with older toddlers,
When do I get to take a nap?
maybe try putting them on your shoulders?
Why are you so heavy today? You got bricks in your pockets?
Anyone who's told their toddler to walk on their own knows exactly where that's headed.
Let's go.
We love these little monsters so much, but there's gotta be a better way. If only there was some magical solution to all my trail woes. Please, forest fairies, grant me your trail magic. This is the Trail Magik Kid Carrier. We first bought our Trail Magic when our oldest son was almost 2 years old. He was within the suggested age and weight range, so we thought it'd be great to give it a try for our upcoming trip to Chile. Unsurprisingly, our son wasn't much of a hiker yet, so we knew we'd use our structured backpack carrier for the majority of our trip, including our 4 days on the W Trek. But for exploring the cities, we wanted something less bulky that would allow our son to rest and also give our arms a rest, so we ended up attaching our Trail Magic to a small day pack using a couple prusik loops. It wasn't very comfortable because we didn't use it as intended, but we didn't mind a little discomfort for our short time out and about. The Trail Magic is intended to be used with backpacks that have both load lifter straps and a hip belt, both of which our day pack lacked. The Trail Magic's 2 buckles attach to the load lifters, while the 2 carabiner clips attach at the bottom of the shoulder straps, and the hip belt helps support the added weight on the pack. But all in all, our makeshift strategy worked for what we needed at the time, and we really enjoyed it.
Ready, set.
After Chile, we took teaching our son to hike on his own much more seriously, so we pretty much completely shelved our structured backpack carrier. With our upcoming trip to Guatemala on the horizon, our hikes and backpacking trips the next few months consisted of chasing our toddler down the trail and carrying him on my shoulders, and testing our Trail Magic for trail naps. We wanted to pack minimally for our next trip, so the compact, lightweight Trail Magic was clearly the carrier that would take our son up Volcan Acatenango. It ended up being so perfect, our guide even had to give it a try.
We've been struggling, and our guide, Cesar, he has offered to take the Trail Magic. He is a heaven sent, an angel.
Since Guatemala, the Trail Magic has been our go-to carrier as our son became a stronger, more confident hiker. In that time, not only did our son adjust to it and learn when he needed it, my wife and I also learned how to use it in the way that works best for each of us. We quickly discovered that a comfortable bag with enough of a load to offset our son's weight was best. We tested various methods to get our son in and out of the carrier, using tips we saw online and ideas of our own to find our personal favorites. And we learned that these methods are definitely not one size fits all. Looking at just a couple options, this first method is my personal favorite. With both load lifter buckles already attached, I take the Trail Magic over the top of my son's head and clip both carabiners while I support my son's weight in my other arm. The second example seems to be a pretty popular option online. With one load lifter buckle and both carabiners already attached, my son slides in on one side, leaving the remaining load lifter buckle to attach after he's in place. And in this last clip, I squat down with all 4 points of contact already attached, and my son just steps right in. This works better with the newer Trail Magic carriers, and I'll touch on this a little bit later. While my wife does use the Trail Magic, it is a bit more comfortable for my body shape and size. But because of its small, packable design and weight, we both bring it on just about every single trip now, no matter how short.
Ah, what is that?
Whoa! What is that?
Please.
A blaze!
In the last couple years, we've added tons of miles and passport stamps to our Trail Magic, but its biggest test came just this last summer. Now with 2 kids in tow, we took on another great trek, Scotland's West Highland Way. In preparation for this nearly 100-mile trip, we tested our son's endurance at home almost every weekend for a few months. And while he grew so much as a hiker, he was obviously not going to do all 96 miles on his own 2 feet. So we once again leaned on the Trail Magic to support his needs and our family's needs as a whole. On our big walk, we got into a nice rhythm. Most days started with a couple miles in the carrier as our son woke up a bit.
That's exactly why we use the Trail Magic with our 4-year-old, because sometimes he just needs a break.
He did so well letting us know when he wanted to walk and when he needed a break, specifically requesting the Trail Magic daily.
Can I get in your back? In your carrier bag?
Yeah, he can.
And most importantly, the Trail Magik allowed our son cuddles each time he took a tumble on the rocky trail, giving him the energy and morale to break out and run chaotically down the trail once again. And for us, we enjoyed any time he chose the carrier so we could make some great time balancing out our painfully slow splits while our son walked on his own. We have loved using our Trail Magik these past 2.5 years so much that we now have a second one for our youngest to try soon. And the best part, the updates they've made since we bought our first one. The straps are much longer, making it so much more versatile and easier to use, and the interior fabric is significantly softer for a gentler ride. All in all, our Trail Magik has become our 11th essential. It's just one tool we keep in our toolbox because, with kids, what works best often changes with age, by the month, by the week, and sometimes even by the day or even hour. That's why we always keep it handy, because when it is the tool we need, it really is magic. Trail Magik. Get the Trail Magik Kid Carrier and everything you need for exploring with kids from MorrisonOutdoors.com or just click the link below. And I'm Josh. You can find more about my family's travels with kids on my YouTube channel at by-josh.